Hello, I've come up to the plot today for a quick hour or so before the rain just to do a little bit of seed sowing. Obviously it's July, so it's not on the top of to-do lists. However, there are still seeds that you can get a harvest from this summer, quick crops like radish and spring onions and things, and also going to start thinking about seeds to sow for next year as well, things that I can overwinter and harvest from throughout the autumn and into next year. But the sunflower wall behind me is doing exactly what I wanted it to do, and as soon as you walk onto the site you are greeted by some luscious tall yellow flowers. So I brought up my seeds to the allotment today. I like to keep them in a Amazon photo box with little labels on of each veg that's in there. And this is a complete illusion of organisation because most of the other seeds that I have are generally just scattered around. But in this box will be all of the seeds that I'm going to want to start off today. So let's have a look and see what we'll be sowing. There's still plenty time to get harvests this year off quick crops like lettuce, spring onions, radish, beetroot, and this is a selection of what I'm going to be sowing today. The majority of them I'll sow in little module trays with seedling or multi-purpose compost. The ground is warm enough to direct sow this year. Temperatures are warm enough, they'll germinate fine outside. I do like to module sow just because I like to multi-sow and then transplant them out when they've germinated, but also I like to have things ready to go in when other things have been harvested. So by sowing them in a module, they're ready to fill any gaps that I have. But I'm going to sow some different varieties of lettuce. So going to go with Lolo Rossa, which is my favourite. It's a beautiful red leaf variety. Also going to just sow some mixed salad leaves as well. Going to go for some French breakfast radish, which are the quite long shaped white and red ones. Going to throw in some beetroot as well, try and get a last harvest off this. Probably will be able to, should be harvesting it in October time. And some spring onions. Going to go for the silver skin, which are the little red, white ones that I've got down here that I'll show you, and also the North Holland blood red ones. Down here, just direct sown into one of the raised beds in the Polytunnel. These are the silver skin de Paris spring onions. They've grown quite nicely just in a row, just basically to get a quick crop off them, and they're forming quite nicely. Not quite ready to harvest yet, but really almost there. I'm also going to direct sow some carrots. So this is probably the last month of the year that you want to be sowing your carrots to get a good autumn harvest. These are just a small Chanterelle variety, so they're not going to need to grow that big, which is pretty good because I always struggle with growing carrots. I have got some direct sowed out the front of the Polytunnel there, which seem to be doing okay. I have resisted the urge to pull any up yet, which is good because carrot fly is a problem that I've had in the past, and disturbing them and pulling them out to basically check on them because you're too excited to wait till harvest is one way to let the carrot fly know that there's carrots there. So I might pull one up today just to see how they're getting on, but I'm going to try and sow some more into a gap that's in the other side of the plot. Are the carrots that were sown a few months ago now, just planted in amongst some direct sown spring onions as well. Didn't really go back in to thin them out, which you should always do really, but let's have a look, see how they're getting on. Oh, quite nicely starting to form. They're definitely not ready yet, but quite pleased with how that's looking so far. And also just thinking about longer term to maybe see further into the winter months, I'm going to sow some more kale. I have quite a lot of kale out there anyway at the moment, so I've got scarlet kale and a dwarf variety, so they should last quite well. But I'm going to sow some Calvo Nero variety today. I'm also going to sow some pak choi. I've never managed to really get a decent harvest off pak choi. It always seems to bolt in the warmer summer months, so I'm going to try and grow these through the autumn inside the polytunnel where temperatures are still warm enough for them to grow but not too hot that they bolt. I have heard of people before that they get the best harvests off the pak choi in the winter, so I'm going to give that a go this year. And I'm also going to pop in some broccoli rab. So this is a variety that will hopefully get me a harvest within 60 days. It's a tender shoot variety, a bit like purple sprouting, so it's just going to be the little flower heads that I'm going to be harvesting. So I've never grown this one before, but I'm going to give it a go. Going to sow it in modules and then pop them on and then pop them outside when they're ready, because the pigeons love any type of brassica around here, so if I planted them straight out when they're small they'd just be decimated. So that's the plan for today. So this tray will move into the smaller polytunnel that is next to this one, because it's actually empty at the moment. It's a little bit of storage, got some cardboard and a bench in there from Hampton Court, and that's just because I really underestimated the size of this polytunnel. I was going to make that one a chilli house, but this one just has so much space that I've managed to get everything that I wanted in here. So maybe next year I'll be sowing more plants to fill it up, both of them. But yeah, the little polytunnel is going to become a little bit of a seedling house. So these will go in there. And good old British northern summer, it has started lashing it down. You can probably hear that. I don't really mind gardening in the rain, to be honest, but I am thankful of having the polytunnel here when it is pouring down. So I'm actually going to direct sow some bits in here as well. So a lot of this stuff's going to be getting cleared out soon. Some of the herbs that were planted in for a quick crop before we basically put all of the tomatoes in, like the dill and bits and bobs, I'll be taking those out soon. They still smell amazing. I'm going to harvest them today actually, but I'm going to direct sow some stuff just in between, so that when the dill and the Thai basil and things have come out, these will just be coming up. So I'm going to sow some red mustard, some spinach and some red basil. And I absolutely love dark foliage at the moment, especially on dahlias and things, so I'm really excited about this one. Slightly ashamed, but also will probably never change. I'm so bad at labelling. Every year I say that I'll get better at it and I never ever do. I start off with quite good intentions. I have a load of labels over there, reusable plastic ones that you can reuse, rub off and use again, but I never seem to actually use them. But I have just found some really lovely ceramic terracotta ones, so I'm going to put that in where the red basil goes. This is Thai basil and it's just started to flower there, so I didn't actually pick this one because I just think it's too pretty, but it smells amazing. I've grown this as a microgreen before and it smelled really nice then too, but I've never grown it as a full crop until now, and if there was a smell-o-vision I would share it, and I'm pretty sure it would be quite popular. just while I am here as well, just thought I'd give a few little updates on what's happening at the allotment. These are the Christmas potatoes. Planted these actually not that long ago, maybe 3.5 weeks ago or so, and got some good foliage already on the top there. These won't be getting harvested until about October time, ready to be stored for Christmas. And these are just in B&Q 14 litre buckets. These were £1 and have reused these year after year, but so far so good. These need earthed up and probably a water, but quite happy with how they're grown so far. Now is definitely the time to be getting Christmas potatoes in though, if you do want to get a harvest in time for Christmas. Last year we planted them a little bit too late and we got a New Year harvest, which was fine. We were happy with that, but we kept them in the polytunnel. As soon as the first frost comes, they do need to be moved in somewhere that's protected for them to keep a bit warmer. But yeah, get your Christmas potatoes sown now, and if you leave it a little bit longer you can just plant them indoors, so in your polytunnel and things, and you'll still get potatoes, just might not be on the Christmas dinner plate. And that is me for the day. Haven't had a lot of time up here today, but have managed to get quite a few jobs ticked off the to-do list, which is always good. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, do the things. But yeah, I really do appreciate the welcoming that I've had on YouTube so far. It's been really lovely, so thank you so much for that.